Christopher Norris here from mining.com.au. Joining me today is Theo Psaros, Executive Chairman of Metallica Minerals. Theo, thanks for joining us.
Christopher, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, Theo. A review of the DFS for Cape Flattery this week supports a 3 million tonne per annum saleable product, more than double the previous estimate. What other surprises has the DFS review uncovered for Metallica?
I'm not sure we'd call it surprises. What it's done is given ourselves, your listeners, viewers, and our shareholders plenty to think about. But most importantly, what it is achieved, it's shown that the project was already very economically robust, but it's even more robust now if we double production. The key outcomes of the updated DFS is that we've reduced the operating expenditure by about $6.50 a tonne, down from $33 to about $26.50. And we were able to achieve significant economies of scale by doubling the production. And what that has resulted in is that the NPV has shot up from $437 million to just over $700 million, because the project becomes a 15-year project instead of a 25-year project. So the time value of money is improved demonstrably.
And while operating costs are down, you flagged higher initial construction costs thanks to some extra planned infrastructure. Is this expected to impact your development schedule?
No, not at all. Dare I say, the processing plant is pretty much purchased off the shelf. This won't delay our approvals. What we disclosed to the market a couple of months ago is that we have applied for approvals from the Commonwealth and the state for up to 4 million tonne production. We don't want to be going back to the government in 12 months' time saying, oh, the market's telling us we want to buy more of your product, and we don't want to be starting those processes again. So as we sit here today, the plan is to kick off with the approximately 1.5 million tonne in sales, and over the next 18 months, the end users and the capital markets will tell us, okay, doubling production is doable. So that would probably kick in about year 2 or year 3. By buying another processing plant, and basically everything else is ready to go, in addition to adding another stockpile. So no delays in approvals or our planned start date in the second half of 2027.
And Theo, what avenues could the company take to secure the funding needed to develop Cape Flattery?
We'll never assume that all debt and equity can be achieved in Australia. Went on a roadshow earlier in the year to Kuala Lumpur, Tokyo and London, and there's regular discussions with parties over there. But most importantly, we've also had very preliminary discussions with the Northern Australia Infrastructure Fund and Export Finance. We are talking to the major banks. Some of them have expressed their interest in, their words, funding the transition. But so we're certainly talking to a lot of financiers at a very early stage. So over the next 18 months, as we progress discussions with end users and hopefully put in place bankable offtake agreements, that should improve our opportunity to borrow either from someone like NAIF or potentially funds in London.
And ESG has always played an important part in the company's approach. How significant will the Cape Flattery silica sand be to the region, and in particular, the Indigenous communities?
Very significant. Yes, the communities are used to having Mitsubishi's operation that's been in existence for about 57 years. But importantly, these are new job opportunities. We've made what we think is a very sound commercial offer to share the proceeds of the project with the traditional owners. So there'll be significant financial benefits in that. Now, we have a target of 40% of circa 90 employees on the project, and there'll be other jobs outside the project. You can't underestimate the power of someone taking a salary home and what that does to not just their own family, but to the community as well. So when you bottle all that up, Christopher, we're going to be offering not just the employees, but the community of Hopevale, and also in Cooktown, significant benefits going forward.
That was Theo Psaros, Executive Chairman of Metallica Minerals. Theo, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, Christopher. Appreciate it.